to the lesson on drawing a tangent line to a function. We want to draw a tangent line to the graph of f of x equals 1/2 x squared minus 5 at the point x equals 2. To do this, we first need to plot our function f of x equals 1/2 x squared minus 5. To plot a graph onto the graphing calculator, you need to press the y equals button. All the graphing buttons are on the first row or the upper row of the calculator. The y equals button is to the top left. So you press y equals. Now we're just going to plug in 1/2 x squared. So to plug in a 1/2, you can either do 1 divided by 2, or you can make it look like a fraction by using the fraction button. So I want to show you where that is. That's the green button, or the alpha button, and then you're going to access the F1 button, which is also the y equals. These are our shortcut buttons, F1, F2, F3. So I'm going to press y equals, and at this point you see that the choice that I have is n over d, which is numerator over denominator. That's what I want to choose. To choose the one that's highlighted, I press enter. And then it shows me two open boxes to plug in my fraction. So I'm going to type in 1, and then I'm going to either scroll to the right or the down arrow to get to the denominator, and I'm going to type in 2. Now I need to get out from the denominator, so I have to press the right arrow key, and then I'm going to type in x squared. So the x button is just to the right of the green button. And then the squared button, you can either use the exponent button or the shortcut, which is the x squared. I'm going to use the x squared button, and then minus 5. Make sure you put in a subtraction sign and not the negative sign. The calculator will tell you there's an error if you put in the negative sign. So then we're going to press in 5. And now let's go to zoom. We want to make sure that our viewing window is a standard viewing window, so we're going to go down here to zoom 6. If you already have your grapher on standard viewing window, you don't have to press zoom every time. You can simply press graph. So I'm going to scroll down to number 6, or I can simply type number 6. Since I scrolled down, I've highlighted it. I've got to press enter to choose it, and here is my graph of 1/2 x squared minus 5. Okay, at this point, I want to draw my tangent line. To draw the tangent line, I've got to go to the draw function. The draw function is just in blue above the PRGM, or the program button. That's right in the center column, almost in the middle of the black buttons. So we're going to press second, and then the program button. And you've got all these choices. I want to draw a tangent line, which happens to be number 5. So I can either scroll down to number 5, or I can choose number 5. So I'm going to choose number 5, and it'll automatically go to that. So once I'm at this point, I'm just going to, it tells me at the top of my screen that I want to draw a tangent, but there's no tangent line. You can clearly see there's not a tangent line. You have to tell the calculator, where do you want the tangent line? So we said we wanted our tangent line at x equals 2. So all you do is type in a 2, whatever point you want to draw your tangent line. So I'm going to type 2, and then you see that it appears, it says x equals 2. So to tell the calculator, yes, that's where I want it, press enter. And the tangent line to that graph as soon as you press enter, and it does have the cursor go directly to that point. That is the tangent point, and here is your tangent line. That concludes our lesson on drawing a tangent line to a function.